Now, in the battle against certain superbugs which are resistant to the current crop of antibiotics, help is on the way from a rather unlikely source. Viruses found, would you believe, in the droppings of endangered animals appear to kill off the untreatable foot ulcers caused by diabetes. Properly developed, the treatment could save the NHS £1 billion a year, not to be sniffed at. And given the subject matter of our report, it comes with a gentle warning of what you're about to see.
What do baboons, warty pigs and lemurs all have in common? Waste, which could be crucial in the fight against diseases where antibiotics don't work. And at this animal park in Yorkshire, some of its most endangered species have been only too happy to participate.
The fact that something that is essentially just a waste product can actually be so useful potentially to human health in the future, I think it just highlights how important it is for us to protect these species in the wild, to protect their habitats.
Zookeepers at Yorkshire Wildlife Park collected poo samples from around 20 different animals and placed them in test tubes which were stored in a cool box in the fridge. And those test tubes end up in this laboratory where the faeces is processed and tested.
We're going to take this and then we filter it. Just leaves a clear liquid that contains the viruses.
Graham Stafford, a professor at Sheffield University, says so far 5 samples have shown signs of a naturally occurring virus known as a phage, which could be used to treat foot ulcers in people with diabetes.
Around 7,000 people a year are having their toe or foot amputated because of diabetic foot ulcers that won't heal. Anything that could save people, whereas at the moment we're stuck with antibiotics that don't work, could be massive.
When the virus makes contact with the bacteria in the foot ulcer, it injects its own DNA into the bacteria. The virus then reproduces over and over inside the bacteria until they burst out and destroy it. So for people like Brenda Riley, who's lived with diabetes for 14 years, the idea of a treatment for a condition which has previously been untreatable comes as a huge relief.
I do have worries about the possibility of developing a diabetic foot ulcer because I know how serious it can be, and it's reassuring to know that new treatments are on the way.
Scientists believe these samples could save the NHS around £1 billion a year, and such a never-ending supply makes them an invaluable tool in the fight against antibiotic resistance.